Hi, good afternoon everyone. How's everyone doing today? Today we are going to be playing as Hastings. I've already played a little bit of him this morning and last night. He's a really good start as a Norse character. So what we did is, if you don't know, Hastings starts all the way down here. We very agrarian adventured all the way to Rome, took Rome as our own, so it's going to be our main capital. You can easily take it and it's worth a lot of monies. And we're slowly made our way down to form the Kingdom of Sicily. We had two giant events that gave us extra 10% culture acceptance with the Greeks. So we got that easy 20% with malleable invaders, and we're able to morph with the Greeks, creating the Greco-Norse culture, which is bellicose. We have religious patronage, coastal warriors, performative honor, imperial tagmata, and northern stories as well. And we got a bunch of innovations from blending in with the Greeks. So, doing really well. Right now we're kind of just rating to get our income up. Slowly just building up until we can eventually... We should have enough piety now to invade the Kingdom of Italy. So after this we're going to come back. Raid. Take the Kingdom of Italy and eventually form the Empire of Italia. Okay, is there anything I'm missing here? I don't think I am. Otherwise, this has been like a really good campaign. I kind of like how it's coming out. And we're really Greek focused, so we'll see how it goes. Control all these 10 counties to Sicily. I need to take the rest of the Sicilian counties too. I'm trying to decide if this is going to be part of Italia or if I'm going to morph it with Maghreb, because I'll have the whole Mediterranean. I'll probably just have Italia all together. I do want to take one of the counties in Sicily because I think there's a little thing you can do. If I'm not mistaken, I forgot what it was. There was a decision event with the Sicily Islands and the islands over here. I just can't recall what it was. But right now we're just doing a little bit of raiding. And try to get our income up. Decent military as well. We got Norse units, and then we also are able to utilize Greek units as well. Really cool stuff here. Yeah, so I plan Italia as being like the main center of our empire, and then we're gonna kind of vassalize, not really conquer, but maybe vassalize. We'll have to see what I want to do. I eventually want to convert to Orthodoxy, and then create my own Orthodox faith. Now that we have religious patronage, that's going to help us get there. Just trying to enjoy raiding as much as we can. Try to get a massive amount of income. Because eventually we're not going to be able to raid. Once we start converting faiths. Which I'll probably do on my heirs playthrough. Alright, that's 9 gold right there. Let's go take his, and then we'll go ahead and turn in. Oh, it might help if I get rid of the starting soon sign, doesn't it? Yep, my apologies there. Just fat old sign right in the middle of the screen. Okay, and then that's more than enough gold. We'll turn in after that. Nice, you almost have enough for an empire. More ransoms. Nice, Ragnar has become of age. Nice, a lot of prestige, a lot of money. So we're going to enjoy raiding while we can. Till we eventually can't no more. No. Okay, cool. Alright, I was trying to make sure. I'm like, no. Alright, make sure I want him to fill my coffers whenever he can. Ah, he's pretty good. Let's see here. Let's find him a spouse. Someone with traits. And with high stewardship. Ooh, intellect's really good. Intelligent. And she's young. Yeah, she has high stewardship. She's young. Intelligent. Yeah, I think that's a good match. That's a good match right there. And then I might have a couple other kids, and we'll have them spread out throughout the Empire. Excuse me. Alright, let's hear the petitioners. Yeah, that's my son. I don't care. That's just extra prestige. Alright, and our court grandeur is still good. Alright, let's save here, because then now, after a big raid, we need to make a couple decisions. Do we start taking the rest of Sicily, or do we knock out this kingdom invasion of Italy? Kingdom of Italy. I forgot Romagna is separated. Or do I go after the Greeks and take Thessalonica? It would give me Constantinople, which is extremely lucrative. And then I can keep raiding Italy and all the rest of the Catholics. We'll eventually do the kingdom invasion. I think I'm going to go with invading the Byzantium. Like, let's lean into this. Why not? Alright, I do want to get better forces, though. 125, 55, 25, 25. Okay, we can get horsemen constantly. Yeah, let's start switching things out here. Alright, these are going to be our skirmishers. So they still get forest bonuses, but then also bonuses in hills, mountains, desert mountains. So we're going to switch out our regular light footmen for them. And they're cheaper too. Yeah, they're not bad. Now we want to take those. Alright, what's another one? We want their heavy horsemen. I like them. Their spearmen I don't really care for. 22, 41, and 25 screen. And 25 screen. 22, 41. Okay, so they are a lot sturdier than our Bondi. And then they counter a lot more than our Bondi. And then we'll keep the Vigarian Adventurers. We won't do Huscarls because we're not going to be in Taiga and Forest a lot. But I will find myself in hills and plains and farmlands a lot. So Vigarian Adventurers, Akratai, Cataphracts. Only minus 10 damage in the hills, so it's not the end of the world if we hop in the hills. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. They will still do a lot of damage. But The Bondi are not good in hills, but if we switch over to Skatai, these guys are good in hills. Yeah, but these guys do a lot more damage in plains and farmlands. But in the hills, they have that negative penalty. So we may want to switch out the Bondi. Balustri are really good too in hills, plains, farmlands. Really start to switch, like a little bit of Norse mixed in, but Greek's going to be our main focus. Vigmen are going to be replaced by the other archers, the Balustri. Because they also have the plains and farmlands bonuses. But they have a little bit more siege. But 2730. They do more damage, they just have less toughness, but the toughness doesn't matter. Really. Yeah, so we're going to appear weak for a little bit, because we're reorganizing our military. So we may have a defensive war happen. And then we're going to go with these guys. I want to maximize the heavy cavalry damage as much as possible. Do any of them have any other bonuses? Just heavy cavalry bonuses. And then we're going to need to get some more money. Let's go ahead and save now. We'll take a hit. I know a lot of people are like, no, it'd be way better like just to keep everything else you had. Yes, that's true, but I really want to show that we're really trying to reorganize into Greekness. Okay, let's move over here. And we're probably going to go on an adventure. Or just a quick little run. As we start to reorganize our military. Alright, put our son there. Oh, I also want my son in these positions. Because it's going to give him more martial experience. Yep, because if you look right here, monthly martial lifestyle, monthly martial lifestyle. So totally worth keeping and give him extra prestige per month. And we'll just do some quick raids, start expanding our military. Maybe we do need to go to adventure. It takes longer, but we'll be able to pass over everything. Yeah, let's switch over. Alright, switch over to Adventurer. So massively reduces the casualties we have to take, but makes us a lot slower in raiding. So you can get a big haul, but it won't be quick. It's going to take a lot more time. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to get all the new units out so we can start filling them up as we're raiding. Yeah, because right now they're not replenishing. You guys see how much longer it takes? Looks like we have to come back. Yeah, that takes too long for a venturer. It takes way too long. Georgia. Oh, that's a good daughter. The other daughter here. Svande here. Have her learning focused. Okay, what we're doing here is switch back to pillage because it's just so much quicker. We just have to micromanage where we're going. Split off the ones that are filling up. Upkeep will go a little higher, but that's okay. Alright, and we just need to go do some quick raiding. There's some options here down in Sicily. And then we may appear to be weak, so we might get a nice defensive war that we could fight off. We only appear weak, we aren't actually weak. But our low unit count can make it seem like we're weak to others. Alright, and then we're also promoting our culture and our faith. I'm not going to promote the faith, let's fix that. Because we're going to eventually convert to Orthodoxy. But I do want to promote my culture. Not a lot going on. It's going to take a long time to get where we want to be. Ooh, listen to that loud-ass train passing by. Hope we get a couple good ransoms in, get some more income. Look how quick they're replenishing, though. Oh, Heterochrai, I guess, is the same thing as Knights. Hopefully we can get some better ones. Alright, let's not get too greedy. Okay, can we come right down here? Oh, there's a couple places here. Okay, what's our son gonna be? Bossy? And then Marshall's gonna be our main focus with stewardship as our secondary. I really enjoy martial empires. They're a lot of fun. I know it's not as strong as like stewardship or learning, but I have a lot of fun with it. Yep, let me just... Yep, she's a part of the family. I gained the Adultero trait, sadly. I executed. Is what it is. Get some way better knights. Is there anything part of our culture we would get rid of? Nothing really. This is actually a really strong culture mix. All the stuff I would be willing to use. Alright, let's head back and go look for more lucrative raids. Alright, our skirmishers are done. So is our pikemen. So we can probably raid with the rest of the new units we got. But it's not enough to raid Constantinople. How many units do I need? 3,500? Okay, actually it might be enough. I just need a tad bit more. Nice, we're back. Praise the rest of our forces here. We're from together, we're still in raiding stance. Decent amount of forces, everything's kind of filled up for now. Okay, where are we gonna go raid? Probably Greece. Before we begin a war against them. Oh, on 3520. We can just hit the raid. Just make it. Hopefully we don't lose anything. Because it's 3,500 exact, so if we lose 20, we can't raid them. Yeah, we're not in a huge rush to get an empire. Right now, we're just building up money, building up forces. And we have a really good mix here, too. Ah, their garrison just got bigger before we got here. Dang, that's a shame. Oh, here we go, Greek on Greek. Pretty sure we have the higher advantage here. Alright, go in the plains here. We have more knights, more everything. Yeah, they don't have much. This should be an easy win. It's because the AI thinks just because they have more that they'll win. Yeah, look how quick this is. Easy. To even get to the battle phase. That's how insanely powerful Greek and Norse together is. Alright, hopefully get a couple good ransoms out of this too. Rate smaller than 3,500. It said 3,900 last time, so I don't know what the issue is. We'll come back eventually to get it. Get a couple good ransoms. That's a lot of money. I really like the Greeks. I'm surprised I've never played as them once. I was always intimidated by administrative government, but now that I've experienced administrative governments with the new DLC in China, like I'm actually kind of interested. Alright, we're gonna 4x through these raids here. And then go up through the Black Sea. Alright, I've accepted her as my daughter. Please take ambitious. Yeah, there we go. We need a lot of money. We need to get to like 1,000, just so we have enough for an empire. Okay, there's too much going on over there. Won't really get anything out of that. Alright, Gallant. I'm probably going to go down Stewardship. The Overseer line is okay. It's fine. But it's not what I'm really going for. Yeah, so if we can get a couple extortions before we die off, that would be great. So we're going to do a martial power empire, but stewardship's going to be our backup. Our secondary. You always pick a primary and then pick a secondary that you roll with. Quickly get through all these raids. 4x through this. We still have our oath to expand the kingdom. We will honor that through with an invasion. Nice. Because our heir is co-monarch, he's going to get some funds for us. Really good stuff here. Oh, don't want to hit that attrition. Right now, kind of just waiting. Alright, what counselor did we lose? We lost our chancellor. That's okay. Not the end of the world. Yeah, I thought that we have a lot more money. Okay, she's gonna be intrigue, diplomacy focused. So, yeah, let's have her focus on intrigue. He needs to study some languages. I'll take the extra prestige. Nice. We're promoting our culture. Where is promote culture? I want the rest of that duchy to have our culture. You need to, when you get like new text and stuff, you need to promote your culture to like build extra holdings and stuff like that if you have the technology for it. Alright, Georgia is okay. Nice, lucrative, lucrative. Are we almost full? We're not full yet. Once we come back, we're going to go ahead and begin the invasion of Italy. I don't think I want to invade Byzantium, do I? Kinda? Because we're already, like, have really good... Because look, let's look at the culture. We already have high acceptance, so... Maybe we could. Damn, I really want a good raid of Byzantium. Because I want Latium and Thrace as the two duchies I'm managing. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do the invasion. Starkios. Okay, anything else we can stop by and get? I don't think so. I think we're going to head back after this. No, let's make sure we're fully capped out. Oh, I like that we can just hop around here. That's really cool. Oh, I didn't even realize we could just hop. I haven't really been around here that often. Alright, learn an extra language. And we're almost done with the raids. We just want to fully reach capacity here. We're almost there. Alright, making our way to Athens. How much money do we have? We're almost full. Just a couple more. A couple more and we'll be done. Oh, we at 230. Need to get to 270 at Strange. Almost there. And there's a lot of hills too, so I'm glad we're going with the Greek units to take over the Greek units. Good way to counter Greek is to use Greek. And I think we're going to head back next. Alright, any of these people special? You're level 4. I can use you for tutoring. You as well. Use you for tutoring. And all got weak hooks, so I can demand stuff from them later on. Nice. Golden obligation, so I can get payments from hooks. And disband our military. Nice. 50 gold right there. And let's see what the Concord can give us. for 10 years. Can I help you? What can the Italians give me? Spearman and archer damage is pretty interesting. Well, later down the road would be nice. Maybe get a couple innovations from them that I don't have. Alright, let's save now before we begin our invasions. Alright, so Sicily's still part of Byzantine Empire, isn't it? It is. Do I become part of it? Or how does it work? Let's give this a go. We already know we can take them. So let's take the Kingdom of Thessalonica. I don't know why it says this is so low. Wait, why is it so low? Did we lose a bunch? What is this? We have like such low levies. I'm not sure what's changed since then. I mean, we should still be fine. I don't think it's gonna be an issue. Alright, and then those will max out as we start taking more territory. Should probably wait until we took more territory, so we're not spending so much money. But I think it automatically adjusts. I'm not very sure. I'm not very sure. Alright, on our way over, we're gonna make a landfall over here. And then we should have this war over before we run out of income. That should be more than enough. Okay, have him learn something. I don't only want to give him ambitious. That's the only one I care about. Level 5, level 5. A lot of these forts are really rough. Okay, he's already locked in. Let's landfall over here. Take this one. Was a level 3. That's perfect. Hey Todd, what's going on? Yes, currently Sicily right now. That's the kingdom we got. Playing as Hastings. We're making a Norse, Greek-Norse empire. That wasn't even my intentions, it's just I was able to get 20% cultural acceptance between me and Greeks early with valuable invaders from the Norse. That makes us be able to blend the culture. And I got all these cool men-at-arms, I got all these cool technologies, so I was like, hey, screw it, let's lean into this. I'll eventually convert to their faith, I'll eventually reform the faith in my own image. Guess we got a lot of cool stuff here. We're keeping coastal warriors. Religious patronage is really good. You can build a couple temples. Boom. You have your own faith. Imperial Tagmata makes knights a little weaker, but then we got all these really cool regiments. I kept performative honor because women I'm probably not going to give equal rights until later down the line when it's really good. So that's extra number of knights, extra accolade glory, and Northern Stories is really good for a little boost to legitimacy and whatnot. And then look, this is on 2x speed, and then we're just wiping their forces so easily. Look at that. Easily. All their forces are gone. Yeah, they got 34 soldiers left. Alright, this guy's probably gonna die. Alright, we're gonna 3x this now. Hastings a cheat. I did not understand Hastings until like later on, because I first played him, I was like, I don't understand this, because I was new to the game. And then I started to understand him, I was like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. But yeah, he's definitely a cheat. But yeah, he's fun. If you want to like go around the world and like mix Norse with a bunch of different cultures, like, he's your man. Okay, why do I take casualties there? I won't take any there, so let's sweep back around. And overall, like, Norse are a hell of a good time. Norse are so much fun. I love playing as Norse. S tier culture. So much fun. And I don't have that many kids, so I don't have to worry too much about kingdom splitting. I do need to get to an empire, so I should take enough land for the Byzantines. You hate him for that? Yeah, he's just overall, like, I just think he's fun. Because you can do so many things with him. A couple other adventures I like is Rurik up here. And then the little Hungarians start from right here. A part of the Great Adventurer benchmark. But yeah, I'm pretty set up for a nice martial empire. I just don't know what else I'll need to claim the throne of Byzantium. I may have just needed to get Italy's empire and then afterwards taken Byzantine, so I'll see. Guess I'd like to suffer. Hey, that's also really good too. Because then you learn a lot. Every once in a while I like to do a hard playthrough. Forgive me, my voice sounds a little nasally today. I'm a little bit under the weather. Alright, let's 4x this a little bit. And then we'll probably move our capital to Constantinople. We'll see. Pretty sure it's more lucrative. It's a lot more lucrative. But I think this is only so high because I don't think these are base taxes. This is also coming from his estate. Baroque is good, but his AI doesn't do much until he gets Conqueror. Yeah. I used to get Conqueror all the time, and then my character just stopped getting it. Hold on. What's their fort level? 11. I would be stuck doing that for a while. Let's just take the smaller ones. We're going to be wasting time. Interesting. And I like that I could just hop out, spend a little bit of gold so I don't have to deal with attrition. It's a lot of fun. Gotta watch our gold. We don't have a lot of gold reserves. Alright, easy. Easy win. Look at that. Ah, he was a little bit harder than the big army. They were actually able to get to the battle phase. And then I'm not even going to try and siege Constantinople. Like, that's just too much. Do you know about Sonic's successor, Oleg the Wise? No, I'm not very familiar. Tell me about it. Alright, 4 months for that. Oh, he's leveling up pretty quickly. Not terribly. I don't know why they keep going back for that. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, what are they doing? I guess to be fair, that's all they can do. Let's rush the siege real quick. I know we're spending 7 gold each time, but it's so I don't have to constantly deal with attrition of passing through Constantinople. Anything else we could do with our court? Nothing really. If I can just delete this army, that would really help. Alright, it's getting a little bit easier. I keep just missing, just completely deleting him. Eugenia, Nicar... I don't like that name. Methusa. We got twins. Okay, how long would it take to siege? Because I'm kind of tired of that back and forth. Not enough soldiers. But, oh, hey, I can siege and then hop over, and then I don't suffer from any attrition. That's a nice little loophole. I could have saved a bunch of gold. Or just chase these guys so they're no longer a problem. I'm not going to be able to reach them. What level is that? 5. That one's 4. That just knock it out. Alright, promote culture is finished. Let's see here. Promote culture. Alright, it's going to take 7 months. Alright, what else can we be doing? And he's going to come right back. But I'm not getting any more points because I need to actually take some settlements. Excuse me. And this one I don't think is applying to my points, so if I lose it, I lose it. It's not the end of the world. What's he going to be? Charming? Might as well lean into their strengths, even though diplomacy is not really something I like doing. Yeah, I'm only getting partial for that. Oh, hey, they decided to actually come take that settlement. How long is it going to take for them? Ooh, it is my domain is what we really need to get so we can start extorting. I really don't care about public order as long as I can get money. Alright, it's going to take them 9 months, so we're going to be able to intercept them. Alright, taken. Alright, now we're gonna come back around. Deal with them. Jeez, my kids are really blasting through their studies. Okay, can we wipe them out finally? Can we? Finally! And we got some ransoms. Geez, those ransoms paid for the entire war. Alright, and then our main thing is just being able to hold on to city. And CK Oleg is his son, but he was rumored to be Rurik's relative. Oleg came to power as regent to Rurik's kid. Oleg has a regent conquered and killed his relative Jarl Dyer to form Kievan Rus. Oh yeah, Jarl Dyer, which you could start Kiev. Yeah, he starts off as a genius. Really good start. It was Oleg who did join Novigrad to Kiev and not Rurik, but never held the kingdom for himself. That's why he's called Oleg the Wise. I did not know that. That's actually an interesting story. Finally, victory. Nice, we've taken it. And let's take this. Look at that, huge chunk. Let's save real quick. Yeah, but until we can... We are getting older, so until we can get an empire, we're going to have some issues. Okay, it doesn't look like we're going to lose any kingdom issues. I'm a little confused. Hold on. Well, I fulfilled my oath. Okay, how do I get the Empire title? What do I have to do? Do I have to take all of Byzantium? I'm trying to figure this out here. Now holding's really powerful, but how do I get the Empire? Do I have to just simply conquer everyone? Or can I establish my own? Well, I need 1,200 gold. You need to have a claim of the title? Okay, I did not know that. Alright, so I have enough faith. I need to get to 1,200 gold. And I need to form my own empire before I die. So then we need to start expanding, like, a lot. What's my legitimacy at? It's already really good, so I don't need to do a runestone. As of other faith, and I'm not going to convert until later. So I'm trying to figure out if this was a good decision, because I'll make a lot of money holding Constantinople, like ridiculous amount. Because what type of empire do I want to establish? No, I could establish my own. And I'm hoping, since I took such a big part, maybe Byzantium starts to fall to ruins. And I could start taking everything else. Let's see. I didn't really think about this decision at all. I was just like, alright, cool. Shiny city. Took Constantinople. Yeah, I didn't think I would get this far. Alright, am I going to have them kind of split up Sicily? How many sons do I have? I have 3. Let me think about this. Okay, that's my son's, what my son has. I want to have him control all of Sicily. Your realm cannot be given a title he does not stand to inherit. So is he not going to get that? Or will he inherit that? Even with the my state penalty, you'll win most of the battles. Yep. I also want to dismiss all these concubines. I don't want any more kids. Even the form Roman Empire for pagans. Yep. I plan on converting to the faith, Orthodoxy, and then going for the Roman Empire. Long term. That's the long term plan. Alright, how am I going to split this up though? Alright, give him maybe Thessalonica? I don't have the money for it. For pagans, not in Hellenic. To Prince. Okay, he's gonna get those. And I lose a bunch to him. I can give him the Aegean Islands. Aegean. Hold on, what is all considered? These two. I really don't want to give anything from this duchy. Don't want to give him Byzantium. Why is my audio being so weird? Give him those. He's gonna be my vassal. Oh, I don't have that mine yet. Yeah, that wasn't one of the ones I gave up. I do need to pay attention to the special building zone. You are right. Yeah, I didn't have that holding yet. Getting a little overwhelmed right now. Can I switch temples to something else? Oh, my son gave it to Rando? No, he didn't. No, it was already under someone else. Because I just gave it to him, so he wouldn't have given it. Yeah, because he hasn't reached his domain limit. Only gave him 2. And I got more stuff down here too. I didn't think I would get this far. Oh, I hate that I can't just give out the way I thought. No, I haven't even created the duchy yet. I'm like, just let me give whatever I want. You can have that one. Yeah, that's also very lucrative. I can always take the duchy back later on. I just need Constantinople. Because this is a very wealthy duchy too. Give him those as well. You should move to Byzantium as capital, gets more taxation. Yeah, I'm going to once I'm below the domain limit. Alright, that'll make us even. I gotta wait till it's reenacted though. Yeah, I do hold room. It was it was the very first thing I took. Yeah, it's my capital. It was really easy to take. Alright, is there anything else we can do? And then we eventually want to establish our own empire. Which costs 1,200 gold. We need to get enough gold. But also take in consideration we're getting old. Rome is better in long run as it gets most number of holdings. Yeah, it's really good. It's a really solid duchy. I just want the city. And then Rome's gonna be the center. And I eventually want to go for all of the Mediterranean. Excuse me. Getting the sniffles. Looks like he's dealing with a peasant uprising. I'm gonna go help him. Nice extortion. Jeez, I go up an entire stress level just because I have to pay for a wet nurse. That's ridiculous. Oh yeah, farmlands. Yep, farmlands, farmlands. These are also farmlands. Yeah, I think Rome's better in the long term. Alright, then when Constantinople becomes active again, we're going to make a ridiculous amount of money. I got leper's pox. Good thing I'm not having any more kids. Alright, that rebellion's taken care of. And then we're gonna take the rest of Sicily. Expired university. Entertained. I got the clap. Alright, let's take the rest of Sicily. And once we establish the empire, it doesn't have to be... if there's a little bit of border gore, it's not the end of the world. Taking all these little counties. Is that part of this duchy? It's not. That's separate. We can leave that be. And then we probably only need to raise the men in arms. Let's just raise everyone. Why not? What's going on along the Silk Road? Nothing really. And I did that mechanic, and it was completely underwhelming. I thought it would be more. It was extremely disappointing. Not like I thought it would be cooler. Wasn't really a lot of events. You get there, and then there's a chance to get like a little bit of gold or discover technology. Don't get any benefits to the technology, discovering it. I'm like, really? That's it? Like, can't have anything more than that? Nothing? Oh, wait till that's maxed out. I'm gonna be making so much money. Yeah, I'm gonna save up on money. I'm not gonna invest just yet. I'm holding on to these 2 farmlands too. Extremely lucrative. Yeah, farmlands, farmlands. Didn't realize that was farmlands as well. But it's not a port. Yeah, conquer Italia first, or you might get conquered in the coming decades by the Crusaders. I don't think so. I think they're going to be split apart, but you might be right. I should be okay, though. So we're going to take as much land as we can before we establish this empire. It's going to be a lot of border gore, but it's okay. Okay, something else I can give to my son. There you go, buddy. How's he doing? He has 3 military perks. That's fascinating. Alright, are all these maxed out? These aren't. Wait, hold on. Don't build anything. We have Catholic and Orthodoxy uprising. Yeah, I guess so. But we're going to eventually convert to Orthodoxy. Because we're going to hold like 2 of their major areas and then eventually start taking the rest. Yeah, because we're going to basically create like a massive Mediterranean empire. So we're already going to have the holy sites and we can reform it to our own image. I'm going to raid as much as I can, but we have to accept, hey, we're eventually going to lose raiding, so don't get too attached to it. I can't give it to him. Okay, what? I don't want to give him trusting. I'd rather him have patient. He's selfless, so I don't care if he's more powerful than me. Oh, it's got a lot of negative locale. How bad is that? Yeah, it's not making that much. Yeah, but then I'd rather have an organized army, so I'm not spending as much on my military. See, if Orthodoxy, you can also mend the schism. Exactly. Oh, dang, I gave her the pox. Oh, boy. I don't want Salerno to be given away. I gotta make sure these guys get their own duchies. Yeah, I can go to university, but it's not controlled by my faith, so it's not going to be that productive. So I'm probably going to wait. Oh, this is farmlands as well. Can I convert this temple holding to something else later down the line? Because I want the rest of these to be actual holdings. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't need... I mean, this is a nice decision if I was going to take Italia or go after McGrab. You said I can't switch it? I feel like that's dumb. Like, I should be able to decide what I want. Alright, what else can I expand into? Hold on, my 70? I still got some time. And a lot of these counties are starting to fall apart. See my vassal? He is my vassal. Okay. Do I still have a holy war? I can't declare any, can I? Holdings can't change, only buildings can. That's a shame. Because I really want to do religious patronage, but building something I'm going to give away eventually. Well, I can at least give him that. Alright, who keeps asking for stuff? Which prince is this? This one? Ugh. So needy. I'm kind of thinking I should have just went for Italia first. That way all this would have been one big empire. I'm thinking about doing that. Because I can always come back and take Constantinople, but I really need that empire. Yeah, I'm going to do that. How long ago was that? I'm trying to see what year. 881. I think it was 881. We'll eventually get Constantinople, and it's going to be lucrative, but we really need that empire. I just was working off impulse, but now I understand, like, hey, I can't just get the Empire of Byzantium. So taking Italia and then turning Sicily as part of the Italian Empire, really lucrative. Alright, so this is the point right before we declared war. And we're already reorganizing our army. Jeez, and I keep forgetting about that silly title there. Alright, raise them up. Oh, and then let me dismiss all these concubines because I need to make sure. I don't have any more kids. I don't even like the idea of concubines. It's only really good if you're like really telling one lot of kids. But I think the save will better serve your ambitions as you'll have 2 sons of each of Rome's capitals. Yeah. So I'll have Italia and eventually take Byzantium. Mm-hmm. And I'll make sure I have the empire and then eventually that empire. But we just need an empire secured before we die. And then take the rest of Sicily. This is going to be de jure of Italia. Yeah, Italia needs to be our main focus right now. I don't like any of them. Leave them be. Yeah, because I know succession is going to be the issue down the line. But if I take Italia, I'm going to get a lot more stuff I can give away to my sons. Control. Jeez, I didn't realize how good farmlands are. Extra development, supply limit. Oh, it's just extra development, but there's also like a lot of buildings here that are very lucrative as well. Really wish I could change the temples. Oh, they decided they want to come over? Yeah, that's an easy win. Can't catch him in time? Easy. You should abduct Emperor's daughter, make her your concubine, then marry her. This way your son will be legitimate and have claim over Byzantium. I could. I'm not going to. I'm very simple-minded. Alright, these guys maxed out yet. Alright, what was it? Our spearmen and the ballistae are gonna come fill up. Yep, really focus on Italia. Alright, here comes their forces. Or, who is he fighting? Okay, there's a Catholic uprising against Italy that I'm probably gonna have to deal with. Yeah, it'd be better to go with the flow. Yep. It would just be so much simpler. Yeah, because I was over here trying to make it extremely complicated for no reason. Alright, these still filling up. Oh, I thought I increased it a while ago. Guess I didn't. Might as well join in. Yeah, because that Confederate partition is going to be a pain in the ass for a long time. Try to make sure we don't have a lot of kids. Alright, knock these guys out. Oh, nice. Wait until Louis can fully afford it. Complexity does make great plots. But I am a martial main, like, simplicity is my thing. Alright, a couple more. Why are you trying to take stuff I already took? Alright, I'm thinking like maybe 2 or 3 more settlements, that'll be enough. Okay, and how many kingdoms are there? So there's 4 kingdoms in Italia. So I will be able to split that easily between my kids. Yeah, because I want my son to take Sicily, because Sicily is the most lucrative one. Sicily is a really good... It would be a really good steward kingdom. Okay, maybe one more? This is not a good one. I guess arbitrary is fine. Not very good. I escaped before I could ransom. Dang, I should have just ransomed and took the gold. I was getting greedy. It's okay. We're about to take the entire kingdom. Nice. There we go. Save. Nice. Was anyone building anything? No. Nice. And we meet our oath. Oh, we still have a rebellion to deal with, don't we? Alright, how are we gonna do this? Of Conquer Kingdom, you will hold any land you seize, even if it's outside the juror. Sweet. Wetlands. There's some farmlands right there in Milano. Yeah, anything with farmlands I'm trying to hold on to. One, two, three, four, 5. Oh, Florence too, okay. Dang, I kind of want to start switching to a stewardship empire just so I can make a ridiculous amount of money. Or what I'll probably do is like kind of make Italia tall, but kind of tributize everyone I go to war with. I don't know, I'm thinking about it. I'm kind of just making it up as I go along. Alright, what all can I grant you? Alright, hold on. I forgot these have... So, Firenze is something I want to hold on to. Firenze and... Lombardia. Lombardia and Firenze. Expenses are good. Firenze and Lombardia I want to hold on to. Firenze, okay. I want to give my son as much as possible so I can rule over them. Okay, which one's gonna be over Italy? Over Italia? Ooh, he's gonna be a steward. Alright, so one of our knights can teach him once we get back. I'm debating what to do. Alright, so he's probably going to hold on to... Because I want to hold on to Sicily, because I feel like Sicily's more lucrative. Yeah, Sicily's a little bit more lucrative. So he can have... anything that doesn't have farmlands. He's also treacherous, so we gotta be careful. And then he just needs a duchy. And then my other prince, I'll probably give Sardinia. Let him control that. And Sicily's gonna be our main kingdom passed down. Yeah, let's start increasing domain. I wanted to do a martial empire, but it looks like stewardship's gonna be probably gonna be our main. It's just the way that's going. Yeah, he is definitely a killer in the making. I gotta watch out for him. Alright, let's save. There's definitely gonna be lots of backstabbing. Alright, we just gotta take care of this rebellion real quick. Oh, it's been invalidated. Alright, perfect. Disband, and then remember one of our knights was gonna be the teacher. Santi. We're not going to be sending to university yet. Oh, I have a feeling we're going to start switching to stewardship. It always ends that way because it's so strong. You know when like a playstyle is just so damn good, you can't help but start going back to it. Okay, and then this is just a plains holding, so who cares? I can give that away in emergency. Ooh, I have grandkids? Ooh, I have not been paying attention at all. This one. I want to send that one to university. Yeah, we're probably going to end up start switching to stewardship because Italia is just, it's so lucrative. I'll be shooting my foot not to, and then maybe have Marshall as a secondary. Because eventually we're going to have to stop raiding. And then in order to finance like a big empire, like stewardship's kind of required. Alright, then I'm going to start educating the children since they're going into my court. Trying to prepare future heirs. Alright, they both joined my court. Yeah, I see this guy becoming a future heir. Yeah, I'm gonna spend the money for it. I'm investing in this guy. If he stays alive, I really hope he does. I see a good future for him. I don't know. I have a feeling. How many more months? 34 months to the next rebellion. Nothing else really going on. And then this is part of my duchy, but I don't necessarily have to hold on to it. Because I really like all the separate farmland ones. Stewardship, sure, my main at the start, but I tend to deviate to intrigue. Do you just find intrigue to be fun? I'm gonna give that to him. Yeah, it's a part of my main duchy, but it's not that lucrative. I'd rather have another farmlands domain. Yeah, pillage is just really good. Army loot capacity, defender. Because we're still going to be raiding for a bit, but we're going to slowly deviate to stewardship over time. We're not going to convert face for a while. So for now, we're going to convert Faith of Florence, just so if we do a university visit, we won't have the negative penalties of being different cultures and different faiths, and then we're going to switch it back later on. Gives more bonuses for being stressed. Yeah, I know there's a stress build you can do with that, especially with greedy. Okay, we need to start raiding. Unit 33. Actually, we need to expand into Sicily. Before anyone else could take it. And only raise our men-at-arms, so we're not spending that much money. I got the pox now. Alright, stop trying to raise everything. Let's just get this done. Yeah, I don't even need to use my entire army, because this is already enough. Oh, yes, the traveler trait. That's interesting. They don't do good at stewardship, so I'm going to make sure an accident happens to him. Alright, promote culture is done. Culture, promote culture. Oh, hold on, is this Sicilian already? Alright, let's convert it back. What does Sicilian give, actually? Anything interesting? It's not really that interesting at all. No, it's really not. I'm not interested in it. Are these farmlands as well? They are. And then now we're going to be able to extort quite a bit. Let's put my heir out there so I can get an extortion in. And then come right back in. Just like that. Yeah, I think our main focus is trying to get that Empire of Italia, and then going from there. If some accolades and trinkets to get more stats or stress, I can rack up to 15 plus base and martial, intrigue, and prowess, and also 5 plus base and stewardship. That's really good. I find myself doing a lot more intrigue actions as well. Take them 10 months to take care of that. Yeah, I like it simple. I'm very caveman brain. Jeez, I can't even give him that. Okay. Yeah, martial and stewardship's kind of my go-to. Nice. Let's just go ahead and enforce this. 3 months until I get over here. Perfect time to intercept them. Can give to you. Yeah, it's a little complicated right now, but I wish I was very big brain, but I'm very bonk. Oh geez, and we got a rebellion incoming. Yeah, I did not think about that. Probably should have, but it'll be okay. Yeah, we have a strong military. We'll be fine. Alright, then I just need to take one settlement, and then that should be it. So if I just take their capital, that should be enough. Bonk works fine, just need a bigger stick than the other guy. Yep, exactly. How's it going, Crazy Dread? That's typically my mindset. And I can't even assassinate anyone to stop this from happening. But I could probably end this war very quickly. Come back, deal with the rebels. It looks like my son has a rebellion to deal with as well. Alright, let the rebellion happen. Oh, the rebels are taking care of the other rebels. Neat. I just have... Jeez. Okay, we get it. Everything's under siege. Marshall is great. I hate not being a good commander while playing against conquerors and super nomads. Yeah, that is true. Sometimes you'll be like... Sometimes I'll be like a really good steward and like, no matter how much money I got, I just can't beat this commander. And he just wipes my army. So, it's complex. Yeah, so it's going to be a lot back and forth between marshal and stewardship. But I think our location, stewardship's probably best. I don't know. It's our choice. Because marshal's also really good, because if you get the tier 5 of this, it also gives you extra stewardship experience. So you can have a little bit of both. We got an earthquake going on. Alright, let's see how it's going to work out. Fight her to court. Yeah, because I don't have anyone marshal yet, so if I don't have a good marshal, stewardship as a backup. Alright, a little too much going on here. I don't really care about the disaster. I found nice cheese as an adventurer. You can buy up a ton of weapons and armor and give it to your knights for one heck of an army really fast. Oh, I did not realize that. I have not played as an adventurer yet. Oh gosh, I don't feel great. I'm a little like under the weather today. I got like a sore throat and everything, just like kind of feverish today, but I'm fighting it. How much is the ransom? Yeah, it's worth it. Where's the earthquake happening? In Napoli? Okay, this is one more war handled. Nice. This is a really good city too. Alright, come deal with the rest of these rebels. Rebels. And then just ransom whoever. You don't know if they're going to escape. Just get the money. Ah, that's a huge reduction in development. That's a shame. Let's go make sure our son doesn't get overthrown first. Yeah, I'm not going to contribute just yet. Maybe later. Yeah, let's make sure our heir doesn't get overthrown right now. I am nicknamed Unfaithful. Well, that's pretty accurate. That's an accurate nickname for this playthrough. Alright, they're taken care of. And where's the maid force? Ooh, that's a rough force there. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, earthquakes too. That's a lot. Maybe we want to build up a little bit more? Alright, just a couple more regiments. And then our supply should be fine by the time we get there. We should win. Our advantage is insane. We should be fine. Yeah, it's Hastings. Like, he's overpowered anyways. 70 years old, still fighting. Okay, what else? Time to sell playthroughs in Ireland, I guess. They never had an earthquake. Yeah, but they have plagues. And more plagues. Yeah, the agrarians are extremely powerful. Oh, that's a huge force, though. Oh, I didn't realize there was a station there. Whoops, that was a mistake. Alright, let's save real quick. I'm paranoid right now. Especially after our Caroline Empire. How rough it was with those rebellions. I feel like rebellions got stronger. They used to not be this strong. Or maybe it's all in my head. Alright, and we have that extra advantage. Alright, I hope we win this. We're also in plains, which most of our stuff benefits in plains. You're right, what did I have to worry about? Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. That'll do it. That'll do it. Wow. Kinda impressive there. Alright, let's see. And now, I can revoke like crazy. Only Alfred and Welsh the Great can defeat him. Yeah, he's rough. I always wait for Hastings to kind of die down as well before I fight him. Money, 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 money. Alright, and the rest of these people don't have anything really to give. Nothing's being built. Then he's in charge of Italy. Oh, hold on. Sun first. Air first. Oh, he's able to get all of them. Huge boost to renown. I still have all the other sections I want as well. Nice. There we go. Utes? No, I saw him as the Great Adventurer. And I have not played as him. I probably will. I like a lot of the... Most of the Great Adventurer benchmarks are a lot of fun, so I'm going to probably be playing all of them. Does he get anything special? Okay, what do I need for an empire? 1,000. I need to conquer a little bit more. Got a truce with him. Italy. I can make another kingdom over here that I'll give to the other son. And these guys are way smaller, so I just need my men at arms, and that is it. Look at that, money. Yeah, I'm probably going to give him a try. I don't want to ransom the leader, because then he's just going to start another rebellion. Actually, or do I want him to start another rebellion? Are any of these any good? That one can be sold. Can't sell this one, so might as well just put it up. It's fun and easy because he's well connected. Nice. Alright, that's going to go to our third son. I played as all the North Lords when the videos came out. That's a good set of starting characters too. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. Ivar's a lot of fun. I think Halfdan was the hardest one, because you always get crusaded by England at horrible times. But I need to play more of them. And I'm fighting for my life here. And we just need to get to 1,000 gold. But we need 2 kingdoms. We'll get enough counties. So we'll need 1,500 gold to be exact. I'm sure you haven't played the Dutch Norse. I have not played the Dutch Norse yet. I have not had the pleasure. Alright, let's 3x this. Getting really close to taking Italia. Oh, I can actually choose this option, I just haven't been paying attention. Easy peasy. Alright, were they building anything? They were. Let me funnel some of that money back. Okay, let's give you this. This is my son. Grandson's the one I sent to university. Oh, hold on. Is there anyone I could send him? Or will he come to me? Okay, the Guardian would travel to his court. I'm not going to do that, so I'll just let him be. What's your least played region? Anything other than Europe. Everything else. I play Europe all the time. Hey, there's a few hybrid cores that sound cool. Isn't there one character in game with the cooler Norwegian culture too? I'm not familiar with that. There's so much in this darn game. It's crazy. Ah, here comes the Crusades. The Normans. Normans are a lot of fun. Especially as Hastings. You can start right here, boom, take Normandy, boom, you're Norman. Oh, hold on, I haven't been checking out my dynasty. Ooh, hold on. Invite him back. Possible rowdy one. Oh, and he has intelligent too. As Rollo, I tend to reach it in his 50s. Interesting. Nice, he's here. Alright, should I send him to university? Because then I'll have two possible grandsons that can be really potent. Send him to university. Yeah, I'm thinking I send him to university. We'll give one to the steward, one to the marshal, see how it goes. But we're really low on money, we really need this empire. Ugh. Yep. All I can do is offer guardianship, I can't send him to university. Are any of these farmlands? Nope. Give me that. Alright, makes Empire of Italia part of the Jur. The whole map? Okay, yeah, hold on. Sorry. What are you looking for? Alright, I'm going to zoom back in now. Alright, so we've given that ransom. And then what more do we need to make an empire? We have the exact amount of counties we need. We just need another kingdom. So now we just need enough to make it the empire. So we need to go raiding. Big Finland, yeah. Finland's getting big. Alright, we need to go raiding. We can make a lot of money by raiding these guys over here. Let's save real quick. Can't unsee it? No. Yeah, Finland's getting huge. Wow. Wow. Yo. They did not do this last time that I took Rome. Well, that's GG's. That's GG's. Oh boy. Oh, that's GG's. Yeah, last time I took over Rome, they did not declare a crusade on me. They went after someone randomly in Poland. Alright, we'll just see how big it gets. I might as well make some money raiding. Kano? Conquer, you were right. Conquer. I said this is the time to go orthodoxy. Yeah, it's starting to be that time, isn't it? Get one last good raid in and then... Wait, why are you leaving my court? No. First of all. Yeah, why would you leave my court? Yeah, I'm probably gonna go Orthodox. Won't it happen? I got 13 months left. Alright, the French are taken care of. And I got another rebellion going on. I intentionally did that to make some money. Alright, I got time. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to convert. Okay, so then I need to hit the big ticket ones. Oh, I can't read over here right now. And I'm not big enough to take on Constantinople. I mean, what's would this take? 4 months? Yeah, but they don't consider them evil. They just consider them astray. God, I'm gonna lose. Oh, I just need money. I just need money. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I've been having fun. It doesn't help that I'm sick. Like, I'm not focused. I got like 2 hours of sleep. I feel like crap. And I'm still learning a lot of the mechanics. Alright, so hurry up and get this. I can't tell what's mine and what isn't. I really want to do that Wessex playthrough. Wessex is a lot of fun for a Stuart Empire. Yeah, we kind of made a bunch of mistakes here. Oh, we made a bunch of mistakes here. I'm not feeling good. Guys, I think I'm going to take a break. Like, I'm not feeling good right now. I'm going to go take a quick shower, get some food in me. Maybe we'll come back later. I'm not feeling great. And I'm starting to get sicker and sicker. I do not feel good. Y'all ever get that sickness where you're like, you can taste the sickness in your mouth? You can taste that you're sick. And like I'm starting not to feel good. Yeah, I need to go lay down real quick, y'all. I might be back later. I really appreciate y'all being here. Crazy Dread, it's really nice seeing you. I hope you were able to sub and you'll be able to watch the next video. I'll probably get a switch from this campaign. I really want to do a Wessex playthrough. So what I'd like to do is a custom Wessex playthrough. Go high stewardship because he holds all of his domains from the start. Have one kid you give the rest to for renown and just profit. I don't know. Like I'm just not feeling good, and then I'm starting to get a fever. Maybe I'm gonna go take some medicine. I'll be okay. But I'll catch y'all later. Thank y'all. God bless.